surely we're due some form of pullback. I mean, if we're gonna get the wick filled, right? Surely we need to create some form of support.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 50 pip wick fill. Um, when did it happen? What time? 1 a.m.
Yeah, so the open.
Morning. Open. So when would that have been? What time would that have been? About 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it was about this? It says Japan finance minister not considering fresh economic stimulus,
Possibly. But I mean,
not thinking
yeah,
about easing fiscal discipline at all.
it's only yellow folder.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's see where we set up for open. See if we can pull back. See if we can pull back for open. And it's the new 1 hour candle as well. But the 5 a.m. 1 hour candle was the buy opportunity, really. But look at the stop losses on these candles. I wouldn't want to like wrap it around the 15 or anything like that. It would need to be, because you don't really want to get caught out in one of those just deep pullback situations.
It's pretty nice on the 50. We got on the 15-minute a sec. Like we kind of like we broke below this whole area here, and then we held this area of support, and then that candle closed above here, and then it just went.
Yeah, this was your better buying candle.
There wasn't really much of a top wick.
No. Not much at all. I hear white noise in the background. What's white noise?
A little bit of static, I think. It may just be your fan. If that's what,
I think it might be.
yeah, it's just that.
Right, let's do this. I'll get some tunes going. I'm gonna not play these gaming ones. I'll do a different station. Let's go with. Let's do that one. Yeah, we are continuing to move up. Yeah, it's a heater. It's my heater. This is bloody fruit. Well, it's usually cold in here. I mean, yeah, like it's obvious buys, but it's just like I get in
Just
when it broke the high of previous 5 minutes, stop loss 5 pips. Nice.
just seems like we've got loads of volume right now.
Yeah, see the thing is this is the area I'd like to have been in buys, because over here, it's like, do I want to be? Don't know. This is moving up. This is moving up. This was 25 pips. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. But all the Asian analysis TPs were hit. That's just crazy. I mean, this kind of move up to retest the high, and it's happened so early now. Good morning. Do you know what caused the spike in pound? I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was some Japan news last night, because this says it was 6 hours ago, 7 hours ago, and that's when the move up happened. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Freddie caught 40 pips. Nice. What was that, in Asian? Yeah, literally I wake up and I see this candle. I was like, oh no, crazy. See, if we'd come down to do a retest, could have taken a buy, and then my stop would have been in a better place. Could have caught a nice little move here this morning. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, if we miss it, we miss it. I mean, we've already missed the biggest part of the move, so I mean, it just all depends really from here. There's no guarantee either that we're gonna even get up to that wick fill. I think we could, but
We should get a pullback. Like I've set the zones out on MetaTrader, and we have resistance at 872 and 970. Looks like it's reacting off that 87 in the moment.
yeah. Ideally for me is a pullback, some support. That's what I'm looking for, because otherwise then I've just kind of like missed it, and then there's just no point trying to. There's no point trying to take buys over at the high or above the wick fill, because it's like you've missed it at that point. But this week's been really tough for the London session actually. I haven't even taken a trade this whole week yet, but I have to admit, like, price action wise, it's been actually pretty difficult. And yesterday's was quite tough. Like, direction was easy, but getting an entry was tough. Hopefully we can pull back for open, create some support, and then these wick fills would be our destinations for open. But apart from that, I mean, it could be a no trading day here for me today, because these are the points where you want to be being very careful buying at these high points. This is the areas you want to be getting in buys. Like if this had happened a lot earlier. Oh shit, I haven't turned on the monetization. I don't know what always gets you to do it. I don't know why I don't just do it automatically. It's very annoying. I've got to go on every morning to change it. So yeah, right now I think we're gonna need some form of support. I don't want to be buying at the high, so waiting for support basically. Yeah, that's all we can really do. Otherwise, we don't want to be taking buys, right at the high point. Definitely a good opportunity for the Wickfield, but I want to see some support, surely. Man, I can't believe we hit 150s, man. I could have called this one. I did say we'd hit 149, but I did not expect that move up overnight. I mean, based on the daily, like, if we continue further up, then we're heading up to like 150, 400 or 150, 200. Where did daily tap into? It tapped into 140, 200. That's just crazy, man. All in the Asian session. I don't think it's taking any prisoners today, GJs. I don't think it's gonna retrace at all. Maybe not. Yeah, this looks like it's just gonna continue moving up. Yeah, I think we just have to remain patient and just wait. Stop loss was very big, taking buys over here. Plus, we could have seen quite a deep. I was expecting quite a deep liquidity grab if we're gonna head higher up, but I don't know. We just gotta wait and see at this point. See what happens. I'm in buys. Okay, let's check out your chart. Okay, so this is pound yen, right? I think. Yeah, GBP JPY. So you took buys on the break of the 15-minute high. Okay, nice. 50% on 15 pips, 50% runner. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. It's pretty good. I mean, obviously, yeah, that's good. Nice trade. So yeah, tough day. I was not expecting to wake up to see this, I must admit. When I woke up and saw that, I said, oh, here we go, we're going to have a no London. We're going to have a no volumes for London session. That's what I thought about. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let's check out gold. Ooh, gold is in a nasty range. Oh, it came down to our target there later on. With that MYSE. Yeah, gold is just ranging right now. Give a clean move up on gold. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, above this little resistance, here's a clean move up. 4 hour creating support. It's like a liquidity grab on the 4 hour. This situation here. Yeah, I think we could continue moving bullish on gold. Potentially. Hard time frames, a little bit more difficult, but for the short term play, I think above this resistance would be a good play on gold. It's like a 40 pip range. So we'll see. And then for sells, there's like a take a look. 20 pip range. So pound yen is retracing a bit. Yes, if we get a nice support formed, or at least we get a retracement back to 149,600, and I see that candles are still closing above, then you can take entries, you know, keeping stop loss somewhere a little bit more conservative area, and then anticipating, you know, volume to take us further bullish, filling these wicks. But yeah, maybe need to wait for support, because if we're going to make a lower high somewhere over here, you know, then we may start to come down a bit. I don't know. Just have to wait and see. Oh, we're seeing a pullback. Beautiful. We're retracing. Nice. Pulling back now. I think if we can create some support coming up to London Open, I think it's going to be a good opportunity. Alright, let's wait and see. We are pulling back now at this point.
The amount of people that must have got caught out in these buys at some point, or they're trying to hold it to the top of the wick fill. Now they're in drawdown.
Yeah, 100% people should have been securing something. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
like
it's
25 pips. Yeah, that's a deep retracement.
Imagine if it closes back in the range.
That would be just so dirty. I'd actually be quite. That's just disappointing. That's just plain and simple disappointment. Yeah, because the thing is, right, unless you're in buyers over here, at any point it can do this, what it's doing now. You know, hit buys here is good as well, but it's still that always that possibility. Yes, got 10 pips and stop at BE now. Perfect. Freddie got out as well. Yeah, that's good. I think if we can get some nice support here, this will still be a good opportunity to take a buy, but that's what I'm waiting for. Some form of support to form here. We're coming below the range. No. Please don't fake us out. Ooh, we're coming below the range.
Do you think maybe like we might pull back to here before heading up?
I don't know. Maybe. I
Could
mean,
be.
if we're faking out this zone, there's also the point that we could end up coming back down to support at that point. I don't know. If this 30-minute closes above this area, then I think potentially could start looking at entries and then, you know, or wait for support. There's a couple of options, but I just need to think what I want to do. Because if we do close above, I mean, we're respecting that area. We've got a wick to fill now. But then it's like, you know, me, discipline would be like, okay, but you need to wait for support. But then we've seen it, you know, sometimes when it does that retracement, you know, this is the opportunity to be getting in on the retest. And then, you know, these become targets now. Stops below this area, somewhere over here. Don't know, maybe we will have to wait for a support to form. I don't know, let's see how it closes. Just not jinx it. Which market is this? This is the Forex market.
I found out that HFX options thing, that's actually a part of IML. Is it IML?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard that.
Mate, they charge quite a bit every month.
What do they charge?
It's like you can get them all packaged together, but I think individually they're like $200 a month.
Jesus.
But you have to pay a fee to actually, like, a one-time fee at the start, and then you pay monthly. So you're kind of paying at the start a month and the fee.
Wow,
Pretty expensive.
that is pretty expensive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to wait for support here, don't you think?
Yeah, more than likely.
Because just something about this rejection. Just something about this rejection I don't like right now. It's already broken the low on the 30-minute. Yeah, maybe we're gonna need like a support on the 15. Yeah, I think a nice support will be fine. But either way, I mean, to be honest with you, I think the move really, it began from around 6:15, 6:30, 6:45 even. These were the moves. You know, this was the move here. This part here. That was the move. We had support formed over here. That would have been my ideal entry, somewhere down over there. But it just did not happen like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 15-minute, it flipped quite late. Ended up closing above in the last minute or so.
Mhm.
And then at that 6:45, I was like, is the last 15 minutes going to pull back a bit? And then the stops at that point, I wanted, further down below where the 15-minute form support, not below the previous 15-minute.
Mm.
Then the stops like 22 pips.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wait for a support to form to take a buy, because we've missed this move up, right? We've missed this initial push up, so now we need added confirmation to say that we can at least continue up, fill the wick, and then even maybe continue on to 150, 100. So we're gonna need confirmation for that. The price traded below 149.7 since 21st/05/2018. Yeah, it's true. Very true. So we're just kind of waiting here. Let's see what happens. So what time did you get up this morning, Kels?
And me, I was up at 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, I went for a run.
Mad.
It's definitely getting warmer outside though.
Well, warmer outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Them last couple of weeks were bitter.
Hmm. Yeah, looks like we're pulling back here. I think we could be pulling back to this 1 hour resistance area. If we can form some nice support again. Man, if this is another no trading day for me, this is just crazy. But for sells I would basically want to see like a resistance form below support. I'm gonna have to go all the way left and remove these zones. Because they do matter, but I mean, for the most part, we've skipped that whole thing right now. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking for sells until we were basically below this support right over there. Because even if we pull back to this area and create support again, that's still a good opportunity to take a buy because we've made a higher high at that point. Man, see when these moves happen early, I'm always like, oh man, this is why I should be getting up earlier. But then it's like, it happens so rarely at these sort of times. Do you know what I'm saying? So at least if we do create support over here on the 15 minute, we're seeing this wick down below this level. That's the first thing that we're seeing. The other thing, I would like to have seen some form of retest of this area. This is the 1 hour area, which we've kind of come down to. But yeah, if we can create some support over here, then I may be inclined to look for buyers to come up and fill this wick. I mean, the best situation is going to be a 30-minute candle closing bullish just above this little minor resistance we have. That's going to be the best situation to continue moving up, but I don't know. You have to wait to see what happens here. So we got like 5 minutes for the 15-minute candle to close.
Yeah, not sure if 15 minutes enough. I think we did 30. But saying that, the 15 has come down, and then now it's starting to push up. So maybe we pulled back enough there.
Yeah, we'll see. I stopped trading sessions, but trade price instead because I'm always late for the party. That's true, for you are always late for the part. Not for A-Rod, sorry. That's true. H, what pairs you looking at apart from GJ today? I don't know, really, just kind of focusing on pound yen today, really, because I mean, all gold broke down. No one told me. Oh, what a confirmation! I didn't even clock that, to be fair. That was a nice selling opportunity on gold there. Easy sell. 20 pip for like a 11 pip stop. All day gold sells. Yeah, I don't know really. Apart from that, not really looking at anything. Even Euro JPY moved out. Just kind of, yeah, just trying to focus on pound yen for the most part. The thing is this support really going to be enough?
It might just go, like we do have quite a lot, well, it seems like we have a lot of volume.
Yeah, this is the thing. Still a 17 pip move, even to just retest this little mini resistance. I mean, it can if the stop's below the breakout 30-minute, we shouldn't be breaking that low if we're gonna head. If we're gonna head up, we shouldn't be breaking that low here. But if it closes a too weak of a candle, though, it's interesting. Man, you should wake up earlier, then you'll get the move. Yeah, but then, you know, like these sort of moves, it's very rare they happen that early. You know, that's very, very early. Yeah, I mean, we could wait to see if the next one will wick down first and then break the high. But just, is it gonna need to be wait for the 30-minute to close? Because then we could be creating a solid support on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, so the 15-minute candle has closed bullish.
Yeah, I'm in on this one.
You're in, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm not in yet. I don't know. I'm maybe gonna wait to see if it will wick down first and then start to come up, and then I may enter as we start to flip back bullish. That's what I'm thinking. That's gonna be what I'm looking at. Is that gonna be the wick? Yeah, so what I'm gonna let it kind of make a bit of a bottom wick first, and then enter in as it comes back up to like break its own high type thing. Not for like entry purposes, just because then, I mean, then you could kind of anticipate it's already made a little bit of a bottom wick. Because realistically, you know, you'd want to wait for the 30 to close, but I'm thinking. Yeah, I just got in the buys now. So as long as this 30-minute candle closes bullish, I think we should continue moving up at that point. So I'm thinking maybe just to get out pretty much at the wick fill. Kind of like, yeah. I'm thinking this wick fill here for TP. Just really want to see this 15-minute candle start moving up. Otherwise we're gonna have a very hard situation. So I'm in these buys, by the way, but I suppose I don't really need to. Don't need to put the green and red thing here.
Yeah, it'd be nice if this 15-minute can push a little bit.
Yeah, so my stop loss is below this breakout 30-minute candle.
Yeah, me too.
That's where my stop loss is. But I think obviously if this 15-minute candle does start to come and break in the lows over here, I mean mm, it would be a very, very, very difficult situation. I mean, how can we anticipate further upside if we're breaking this 15-minute low? Because then the 30-minute would never have created a solid 30-minute support. So I mean, what we want is this. We want this 30-minute candle to close bullish, you know, and then the trade is still valid, and stop loss is down over here, so we're in a like a safeguarded position. But yeah. Yeah, at least I'd said I would wait for support. I wait for the 15-minute candle, but I mean, should I wait for the 30-minute? We'll see. Only one way to find out. What I liked was the fact the 15-minute came below, it broke the low, and then it closed above. That's what I liked. And then that's what I kind of wanted to see with the next 15 was a wick down and then a drive up, but it didn't really seem like it was doing that. So I just thought, you know what, if I take the buys, you know, kind of where we are, then, you know, as long as my stop loss is in a good placement, we shouldn't be really coming below that breakout candle really, because we should be trying to like wick down in this area to leave this area. So I suppose just gotta have patience and confidence. This will be my first trade of the week here this week. But we definitely have a lot of bullish volume, which is good. Just really don't want to get that pullback caught like today, man. That would be just disgusting. But yeah, I'm targeting this wick fill right over there with hopefully London Open volume. HFX is getting close to London Open, and we could get a London Open pullback to drive back up. Yeah, we could, but I'm anticipating as long as this 30-minute low gets respected that we should. Yeah, it's not looking good now at this point, is it?
Nasty.
Yeah, hopefully it can flip. Maybe should have stuck to my guns. I don't know, we'll see. I think as long as stop loss placement's in a good position, we should be okay. Gotta have confidence. We wait for a 15-minute support to be created. I think, yeah. I mean, I thought this was the pullback. You know, this candle here, this is quite a deep pullback. We've established support. Okay, yes, it's only a 15-minute candle support, but we did establish support. So I don't know. I think coming into open, I'd just like to see this area being respected, and then I think we can still have good buys coming up. But obviously, just right now, it just looks a bit messy. If the 30-minute candle ends bearish, I will close. Is that right? That's up to you. For me, probably the same thing. If we do close back below support, I mean resistance, sorry, then yes, I would say it doesn't quite make sense to hold the buys. Doesn't make sense really then, because then we're not respecting this area of support. I'll check out your gold sell idea in literally 1 minute. Yeah, I'm hoping this is just a nice liquidity grab and then we can start to come up. See, that's what I wanted to see really first, was this wick down, and then for it to come up and, you know, start breaking the highs and then continue moving up. That's what I wanted to see. You know, that would have been the ideal situation. So it is coming back above, which is good. We've got a good amount of people on the stream at the moment. It's good. So welcome everybody. Drop a like on the stream. Really appreciate that. Got nearly 80 people and 14 likes. We can do better. Come on guys, let's get some likes up in here.
It's the last 5 minute push. Come on.
Yeah, it's either, yeah, I just want this 30-minute to close bullish, and then, you know, we have a solid support formed on the 30-minute, and then we should see London Open take us up. Hopefully. Let's not jinx it. But if not, I mean, this was the move, right? This was the move. This move up was the initial move. We've waited for support now because obviously man was asleep, so I've missed that part. Now we're just waiting for solid support. So yeah, I just want this 30 to close a bullish, and then hopefully we'll see the next 1 hour start to head up at that point. But I don't want no messing about, GJ. Yeah, it's just very difficult situation. Come on, pound yen.
Where's your targets at?
So I've got my TP at 149.900 for the actual like just target, but I'm gonna play it by ear. If I see, you know, if I see us coming up to this resistance and we start seeing some reaction, then I can close partials at that point. But like ultimately the target is this wick fill, because then if we do have a lot of volume of open, and I think we can fill this wick, and then even, you know, maybe even leave a runner to this area. But I'm probably thinking gonna be all out by this. Yeah, as long as we stay above 500 is good. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. But I do want it to kind of still respect this 600 level as well, because this is the obviously most recent support level, so that makes the most sense to be respected. Really, it makes the most sense.
Still chances to get in if you haven't been already, if you wait for this fight to close.
Yeah, maybe I should just wait for the 30 to close.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. I don't know. We can't really say that. We're in it now.
It's hard because like we had a lot of volume. You could think if we had that 50-minute support, that could have been enough to drive price back up.
Yeah, like in previous examples, that's been all that it's taken for price to move up. So 100%. Just need this. We just need this 30-minute to close bullish, and then we can have the next one continuing up to retest this high or fill this wick. And then as long as we basically respect this low and this kind of area, then we'll be good at that point. Man, I'm dying for a drink. Just come on, DJ, get this over and done with. First trade of the week. Let's get a win here, and then let's let's get a win here today, and let's call it. Just don't want this 15-minute to close like a week. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be a fairly strong 30-minute close. Nice solid close.
That's mad. I was like 12 pips in drawdown at one point, and now I'm back in profits. That's never really been the way I've traded, but it's alright, you know. Holding that.
Me too, a little bit. I had a bit of drawdown there myself. But like, I didn't even, you know what I mean? I didn't really look at it. Like, it's not something I'm used to a lot, because obviously I'm a drawdown trader, right? I always look for can I you know, take risk off in drawdown, but I didn't feel I needed to, you know. It felt like, hey, just, you know, trust the analysis, trust what you're looking at, and yeah, just stick with it. Okay, so I think this 30 minutes should be closing strong here and good, which is good. Okay, I am sorry. I will check out your gold trade idea. I do apologize because we've got like 30 seconds left. So, right, Kelsey, I'm relying on you to let me know what happens with pound yen.
Yeah, sure, man.
Gold bearish trend. Interrupt me as well if you want. Gold bearish trend. I'll look for scalp and sell during M1 NYC. If I see a strong bearish candle on the high time frame, what do you think? Yeah, I think so, but I think you're gonna need to look at the smaller time frames as well coming into that area. But yeah, I think for gold,
No wick to the top,
oh, you are joking me.
but it's pushed up. That's hard.
Oh, you are kidding. We're probably gonna see a deep pullback though, but that is nasty. This is one of those. Might have to just.
Oh, yeah, this is hard, man.
That is. Oh, GJ, you are a something or other.
Or is it just going to keep going?
Dunno. I'm in though.
Yeah.
I'm still in this. I'm still in this, baby. Oh,
I'm going.
oh, I've got 7
Yeah,
here.
going.
I'm bringing my. I might bring my stops below the previous 30 now.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
thinking
gotta
if this just starts flying up, then we just accept it and just let it do its thing. Come on, GJ, just give us the volume now. Don't even look back. Just boom, boom.
Just go.
Yeah, don't take the piss. Oh no, I hate no wicks, man. It's my worst thing.
On my MetaTrader, I've got a small wick, but
I
not on
don't.
the trading view.
I don't. I mean, some people don't look at that, but for me, I just no. I do. I have to look at it. I think we should be okay.
I think we should. We've pulled that quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a fairly strong candle, and look at these wicks. I think it's the wicks that makes me feel better, but I don't want to jinx it right now. Plus, I don't want to be pissed at myself if I say, oh, you know, you had that opportunity to manage your risk. So, I mean, I've got like 8 pips here, so let's just... Maybe I'll bag some pips and then put stops at break even because of that situation there. You got in at 665. Nice. Or do I just take off half now in profit? Just to. Oh, I hate these situations.
I'm gonna hold this. I think we're good.
Yeah, I do think we got a lot of bullish volume to head up. Agreed. You just
Don't want to be greedy.
Yeah, no greed. I just hate. I would hate myself if I let this lose after that. But here we go. We're in this now, baby. %, GJ will go to 150. I don't know about 150. I'd love you to be right. I would praise you to be right, but this is pound yen, and some crazy stuff can happen, my friend. I mean, I just went from 8 to like 3 pips in a matter of seconds. Come on, GJ, you're at London Open. You need to do something, man. Yeah, the only good thing is the 5-minute structure makes sense for it to continue up. Just want it to just pump now. Come on, pound yen. No, I haven't got 10 pips yet. Trust the analysis, man. Stop the 10. Bro, I hear what you're saying, man. I do trust my analysis, but then it's like my analysis didn't account for a no wick. So that's why I'm a little... Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, man. We're going for it. We're going for it here. yeah, gonna put my faith in GJ today.
You know, at least the 1 hour is not closed. It's closed weak bearish, and you know it's not closed to no wick. So
yeah, it's one of those like it's either gonna come up and fill the wick or we're just gonna get screwed. Nah, even though it had no wick, it's still a solid support formed. You know, like in the grand scale of things, it's still a very solid support formed. I think. Oh, okay, here we go, GJ. That's what I like to see.
yeah, I might take half off at like 800 maybe. I'm sure. Don't just let this go.
I was thinking similarly. Don't know. I might just close half once we get to that little resistance on the 15.
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
Around 800.
Yeah, around 800. Just a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Come on, pound yen.
Push.
Yeah, where's this bloody London Open? So people should have got 10 pips over here from the buys that we called out based on the 15 minute. So definitely a winning trade for some people here today. Just a little bit more. You know what? I'm taking off half here.
Same.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, I've closed half. I've bagged some profits. And now I'm leaving a runner to run to the wick fill.
Putting stops to break even.
Yeah. Not right now. I'm gonna manage it. I'm gonna see how it goes because I don't want to put stops to break even and then like
Putting it below current candle.
I'm at least bringing it up to the the previous 30 minute low. But yeah, at least I've bagged some profits here, so I'm happy about that. Because then at least if we do continue moving up to the wick fill, then it's happy days, you know. It's a win. Got our first win, man. Yeah, I ain't letting this lose now. If it comes back to entry, then you know it's pretty messed up. That ain't gonna go well. So I think at that point we maybe then exit that trade. Because this is still a high point and we still reach that high based on the 15 minute. So there's no guarantee that we will break higher than that. So yeah, if we run from here, it's happy days. But yeah, at least I bagged like £150, which is not bad.
Yeah, they got 13 pips on half position, so
Yeah, happy about that. Happy about that. And then I think it's just like if it does continue running up, then we're good to go. You know, it's gonna be a great day. But then if it doesn't, we bagged profits, and then we're just gonna basically manage the trade at that point. But I do feel like I will close it if it comes back to my entry. Because realistically, is this 30 minute gonna close? Wick back down to where it moved up from? I don't know. Don't think so. Was it gonna just react to this level and then, you know what I mean, start to retrace? So yeah, this is that makes me feel better. Securing profits makes you always feel better, because now it's like, okay, you've bagged something, and now if it does pull back to your entry, you can decide whether to close that half. You know what I mean? You know, there's always options there. So yeah, beautiful. So if you got a win today, if you got your 10 pips, drop a like on the stream. We did call this trade out. We did say we're going to wait for support despite, you know, missing that initial push up. So yeah, drop a like on the stream if you've caught today's trade. Drop a win. I know I didn't put the green and thing, but it doesn't matter. It was a little bit more of a risky entry. That's why I didn't want to, because I didn't want to have people, you know, buying on one 15-minute candle. This is something that I've seen happen a lot of times, and that's what I wanted to execute on it. But for other people, you know, it's a little bit more risky because the 30-minute hadn't closed yet. But if you did pay attention and you did listen, then you would have caught a nice 10-pip win here already today. He's reacting off that 15-minute resistance. That weak 5-minute candle. First trade of the week. Yeah, I think if it does pull back to my entry, I'm going to close it.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'm still down for the week, even if this is break even. So
yeah,
I just don't want to be taking a loss.
Yeah, I just think for me, like, I wanted to bag something and then just see if the other position would run, because it was like we was expecting volume to just, you know, continue beyond those sort of minor levels. You know, when you have London Open, you're really expecting the volume, and if it's just not there, then for me, I don't want to be holding this if we're going to start to potentially reject. I mean, look at the 30-minute. Just doesn't. It's just not nice at the moment. For whoever was thinking to sell gold, just be careful. Wait for gold to close below 1803.200. Yeah, we caught. There was a nice gold scalp at the literally at 7 a.m. right at the start of the stream. I provided the targets and everything, but it just kind of like did it without. I was too focused on pound yen. Oh, we're coming back to near entry here. That's it. I'm out. I got out. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. So
yeah, I'm stopped too.
Not the best situation, but at least we bagged some profits. So we got profits. I've done around 150. Still happy with that, because now look at that. We came up into profits. We tapped in that 15-minute resistance, and now we're completely retracing. Oh, what a great decision.
Yeah, like maybe if you like, I don't know, like close all at that point, because we had no top wick. I mean, it would have made sense to close full there, but
I don't know.
Still a good trade.
We said, you know, we know that sometimes it's just gonna run, and other times it's not.
Yeah,
but
true.
What we did know is that if there was a lot of volume of London Open, this minor resistance would have just been ignored. You know, we know that it would have just continued pushing at that point. And when I see it reacting off this level, I don't know, I think it's just because of the aggressive entries I've taken in the past, I've now noticed when things are going to happen with opens, volume, that are going to give you bad indications. And this was a bad indication that, okay, if we can't break beyond this high, we're not filling this wick. And then actually, I don't want to be having a half position running back into drawdown at that point. So I'm pretty actually glad that I got out of that position. Yeah, so I closed my other half at break even. So secured 50%, secured around £150. It's pretty good, not bad, not amazing, but you know, we got a win here today. That's the main thing, right? We got a win here today, and that is the main thing.
Yeah, it was good. Like I've held a 12-pip drawdown into profits. You know, that's a good thing for me.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that six to 2 months ago. You know, we would have both been
shitting it, mate. Yeah.
Absolute panic mode.
Because sometimes, like when you're closing position, you're almost sometimes doubting your ability in the trade, like because you're closing some like a couple minutes into your trade.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, this could continue running, but even so, like you'd need now you'd need another support, because now the first 15-minute candle of London Open has tapped into this high point and rejected it. So now you'd need further support for even this 30-minute to go anywhere. But yeah, I'm happy with that actually. I'm actually very happy with that. I'm glad I didn't just let the whole thing swing. At least I just, you know, like situationally, I secured and bagged some profits.
Plus, like if you wait for the 30-minute close, you never got in. So.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's true. So anyway, guys, yeah, if you caught this trade, if you caught those sells, sorry, if you caught those buys, drop a like on the stream. We've got like 29 likes here. We had 80 people at one point, so we can for sure get some more likes in than that. And look at this now, Kelsey. What a decision. Yeah, I am very, very... See, this is why I trust no wicks.
Yeah, like plus the hour closing bearish. It's just like it's just run out of steam.
Yeah, we're coming down. We're breaking the lows on the 30-minute. Yeah, no good. I think the only way I'd want to take a buy again is if we create support above this 1 hour. Yeah, I'm actually very, very, very happy with that. Because even now, if you left your other half to run, I think you'd be like, you wouldn't be comfortable. You know, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I think it's a good decision there.
Yeah, 100%. That was legit move. Plus 10 pips. Thank you. Awesome. So you got a win, sir. Fantastic. So for those who were listening, you know, we did speak about 15-minute time frame if you create support. You know, that there's a possibility for it to continue moving up with higher volume. You know, there was the opportunity to wait for the 30-minute candle to close, but then, you know, again, we know how that went. Yes, you would have got your 10 pips, but runners would not have gone anywhere. So, you know, today I'm closing half, runners didn't go anywhere, but tomorrow, you know, you can go somewhere. So you're going to bear that in mind. So yeah, perfect. So great. We had some people catching some wins here today. Happy about that. Bro, I didn't, but I pushed the like button because I like the stream. Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate all of you guys. So come on, guys, let's run up those likes. Let's try and get 50 likes on average is a good day. So yeah, easy peasy. Because what we would have done if the other half did run, right? If the other 50% just kept on going, that's where, you know, it's gonna work really well. Because what you find with volume is, right, we know that London Open from experience. I mean, we've watched London Opens now for how many months? A good 6 to 8 months now. And we know London Open tends to usually go the opposite direction first to wherever way it wants to go. So for example, if we're in a bullish uptrend, it would have wicked down first and then drove up. You know, that's what we would have expected. But it didn't. It drove up first, and then conveniently, that's why we're seeing it now start to drive down. So that's why, okay, so I was like, okay, well, until you start seeing it reversing to go down, you can basically, you know, manage your trade. You're in profits at this point. You can manage it. If it moved up higher, if it reached this level, then it's happy days. It could have reached this level and then retrace. We wasn't to know. But in terms of for the short term, we knew that, okay, it tapped into the resistance on the 15-minute, and from there we started to see the retracements. But I mean, it could still continue up, but it's a messy London Open to do so. But yeah, I mean, the only reason we got a little piece of the move is because we missed the actual buying opportunity in the morning. The best situation was 6 a.m, 6:30 maybe. I mean, 6:45 was still good. You still could have got in on that 30-minute. I was considering it, So when this 30-minute candle closed above, I was considering getting in, only if I saw a bit of a deeper pullback. But it only pulled back like a couple of pips and then drove up like 25, 30 pips. So for me, it was like, okay, yeah, it's great, it's good, but will I want to get in over here when, you know, we could potentially see a deeper pullback? No, I want to be getting in somewhere over here, get a better stop loss placement, but it just didn't do that. So if it did pull back deeper, I would have been in those buys. But yeah, we caught a piece of the move here today, and that's what that matters, I suppose. Take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours, got like an hour and a half left. Okay, so yeah, I think that's good. I'm partially happy that's done now, and that we're out of that. 15-minute flipping back bullish. But yeah, I just don't think I'll ever be in a position where I'll want a half position to like run into drawdown. You know, like I always want my runner to just go, you know, stay in profits. So I definitely feel like I've done the right thing. So we had GJ buys, I want to say plus 12 pips with 50%. We'll put a little bracket, 50%. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. That's my first trade this week. First trade this week, guys. It's my first trade this week. You know, but if we had a lot more volume, runners could have run really well. You know, runners could have run really well. So there will be a day that you get paid out by the market. Don't worry about that. Man, we had like 80 people. I didn't even put the green and red, and they still managed to show up. And then now we're back to like 50. Crazy. Come on, guys, let's get those likes up. We've got 50 people and 34 likes. Come on, guys, we can get those likes up. So yeah, awesome. We had GJ buys here today. Beautiful. So at least you got a win, Kelsey. And then
yeah, really happy with that, man.
Yeah, and then now if tomorrow, I think tomorrow should be a good day, because if you think about it, London session since Monday has been actually very, very difficult. Like, but I mean, it's been a difficult week, but it's funny how, you know, I've taken one trade, you know, you've taken 2 trades in a difficult week, so it's a bonus, man. You know, remember the times we'd be in buys, you know, taking like 2 losses on a Monday. Obviously we managed risk, great, but you know, this more laid back approach, it's just beautiful, man. No, like I've taken 1 trade, already had a win. So even if I don't trade tomorrow, okay, yeah, I haven't had the greatest of weeks in terms of profit, but it's still a profitable week. You know, so when next week's better and we get nice, strong, good, easy confirmations, or, you know, over the next few weeks, that's where you really start to get paid out. So I'm not even, yeah, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, like for sure. Some weeks you're going to have a lot of runners getting hit if you're holding positions, and then some weeks you're going to have,
they're going to go,
you know,
nowhere.
Yeah, you'll have a few smaller wins.
Yeah, all we need is a good day tomorrow, and mate, we're laughing.
Yeah, and even if I do end the week in a bit of a drawdown, like, you know, it's been a good week for me overall. Like I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, your entry on Monday, you could have had a win, right? You had the right idea. You could have had a win. So it's not like it was a loss and you're doing the wrong thing. You did, you know, you took stupid trade. You were taking great trade. You know, it was a great trade. It was that minor mistake which, you know, caused that loss. You know, and it just like, you just gotta take it on the chin. But yeah, I think you can still have a great week. Don't worry. Tomorrow should be a good day. And this day is not over either, so we will remember that.
You know, the only time you're going to be disappointed in yourself is that if you're taking trades you know you should be taking. Like, if you're taking good setups, you know, it's just down to probability and how you manage the risk.
100%. Right, guys, I'm just going to go make a drink. Bear with me, and I'll be back. I'll be back soon. Alright, I'm gonna go make a drink. I'll be back.
Yeah, I think GJ might have some issues. I've been looking at the 4 hour. I can just see like a zone between, is it 85 and 95. So we seem to be tapping into it now, but it looks like we come back down into the zone. Stops would have originally still been below here, so wouldn't have got stopped out. Would have caught another decent amount of pips there. What was that? It was like, yeah, like another 20 possibly, but I would have had to help that drawdown. So yeah, I was tricked to call really. But I mean, after we got that 30-minute close back above, looks like we're now going to push maybe for the wick at some point. But I'm very skeptical about the 85 to 850, 950 area right now. But yeah, GJ's just crazy. Yeah, I definitely think we can reach back up to 150. To be fair, today, like we're so bullish on all time frames at this point, it just doesn't seem like we're going to have much issues getting back up there. It's just like looking left on the daily, like we do have like an area we could project from. But I mean, even pushing further up to like 150, 600, 150, 400 today, definitely not out of the picture because like at this point now we're still respecting 149, 600, but we've closed the bath ever since, pre-London. So yeah, I have to see if we can break through this 4 hour area. I think we should hit 150 and then further on the day, even come up to like 150, 500. He's gone to make a drink, I think, Mamba. Yeah, like even with a 15-minute forming support, I think could have been a good entry, but your stops would have been, like 20 pips. You would have been up now about 19 pips there. But yeah, it seemed like that 15-minute pullback we had to that support level was the pullback we needed to continue up further after reacting off that 15-minute resistance. If we can break the 1 hour high here, I think then we'll be good to continue. That's what I'm looking at right now. But yeah, I mean, now through London, like we've already had a decent move and another, partial move here. So it's going to be difficult to catch something possibly in this 4 hour candle. But even still saying that, like if we break the 4 hour high, in Asian that we had, I think we could still continue up. It just seems like we do have quite a bit of volume, like throughout today. And that should continue hopefully into like pre-London, pre-New York and stuff like that. Yeah, nice man. But yeah, like it feels good holding a bit of drawdown and trusting your ability to then allow your trade to play out. I mean, that's what I'm trying to learn to do. Kind of just started this week, really. It's going to take some adjusting to do that, but I think in the long run, it's definitely going to work out better, for sure. Nah, Ruben, he's just gone to make a drink. We'll get some breakfast, I'm not sure. But yeah, actually, based off the 30-minute, I went on my meta trader and went back to it was 2018. I had a resistance at 0.872. So maybe this is going to be an area of resistance here, which it correlates with the 4-hour area. So I'd be careful now. If you're in buys, I would probably wait until we can break out this kind of area and then form support above there to fill the wick.
Right. Oh, GJ, no way.
Yeah, it went back up. I was just talking about it now.
No. Oh, yeah, we did say.
Yeah.
Solid support.
Yeah, form support again.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, bro, I've been trading since end of 2018. Wasn't really trading this kind of style more so until probably 2020 lockdown. I think in March when I first started, that's when I kind of started to really go in with this. But I took a little break in between 2019 and 2020. Kind of just wasn't too sure where to go with it all. But yeah, ever since started talking to H again, and then yeah, moved on from there really.
Can't believe that. Can't believe that. I generally was it. See, you know when I was saying about, like when I say if a candle closes no wick, wait for the next one to close. If you actually waited for the next 30-minute candle to close, since it closed bullish, I mean, you basically could have entered in again, and then you would have got 20 pips just straight off that 30-minute.
Drawdown.
Yeah, zero drawdown. Yeah, exactly. But there you go. Okay. I can't believe that. Oh well, is what it is. I think it's still gonna go up to 150. That'd be crazy. If it does, that's what a day. Actually, this London session hasn't worked out too bad. But yeah, I mean, that 15-minute candle, I just wish that never happened, because then it just, what happening now should have just been from open, shouldn't it?
Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, should have been the move there.
Like, I think that was just maybe like I don't know, like an initial reaction, because we was at a key level. I don't know, but either way, we did form support again, and then did continue higher up. So yeah, we'll have to see. Where is H at? Man, this played out nicely. Yes, it did play out nicely, bro. It looks like it did. But you know what? At the end of the day, like, I am a little bit of a trader where if I'm in profits, I don't like going from profit to drawdown. So if I did have or secure half, and then my other half is potentially going to run into drawdown, I think I've done the best thing for myself, and closed the other position so that I didn't have to have that like anxiety and stress towards the trade, because you don't want to be in a trade if you're not feeling like confident, or you're not liking the way that it's going. And if you're feeling under pressure, these are things we want to try and avoid. We've got to make it as easy and stress-free as possible. So I mean, yeah, closing the other half at break even was definitely the best thing for me, because then I felt good about it, I felt happy about it, and I can just move on to next day. Got into that drawdown, held my guns, and boom, TP hit. Good call. Awesome. Nice. I like that. You muted. Oh no, I'm here. Don't worry. Okay, let's check out this chart. I will give you some constructive criticism. I am the king of constructive criticism. But yeah, so actually it turned out to be a good day. I honestly, I came to the charts this morning. I took one look at GJ. I was like, oh, that's it. Range. Asian done the move. We're gonna range. We've already missed the move to retest the high. So what's gonna happen now? Okay, so price made a high. Open the trade the second. The high of the previous 15-minute candle was broken, with stops below previous 15-minute candle. Target was 10 pips, and I'm done for the day. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, nice. This candle closed above the resistance, so it took an impulse entry for price to retest those highs. Beautiful. So when GJ makes, yeah, that's nice. I looked at that as well. I mean, I literally just pretty much got up when that candle closed above, so I did miss that initial move up. But yeah, that was nice. It made sense. I mean, it could have pulled back. A lot of times it's going to pull back, but I think with the momentum was what allowed it to actually start to move up and create a new high for pre-London. So pre-London new high, and then retrace for London Open, which is why we formed support to retest that. So yeah, perfect. I think that's a great trade. Well done. Very well done. I think obviously if you want, like I say, constructive criticism, you want to be labeling. Yeah, you want to be labeling. Do you need this big? You could just write a little paragraph here, little paragraph here, little paragraph here. That type of thing's fine. I just think, yeah, definitely label, because then you're going to understand which came first, the reasoning, etc. But yeah, apart from that, great trade, can't fault it. Excellent. Yesterday, JPY holiday. Today, volume have come in from Asian Open till now. Yes. I was kind of expecting no volume to have to admit, just based on the move up. I mean, whenever we see a big move in Asian, it's like, oh, more than likely London's going to range. But actually it didn't, which is good. What do you think of the monetary policy reports coming out later on in the day, H? Okay, let's take a look. I think it's, what is it? Is it pound? Is it the pound? I don't know. I wouldn't be too worried. Oh, I see at 2:30. Yeah. Okay, monetary policy report hearings. It depends what's said. It depends what's said. I mean, if there's mention of negative rates, that's going to have an impact on pound. I think that could obviously have more of a bearish tone with pound. But if they talk about, you know, either if they even mention that in the future they're thinking about raising the rates or anything like that, that could push price further bullish, 100%. So that's what I think. I think it depends what's said. You know, it's not something that you can listen to if you want, but it's one of those things like, is the words that they say, people pick up on it. So if they mention negative rates and they talk about how they might implement that, then that's going to obviously have an effect on the pound. If they talk about increasing rates in the near future, you know, as we're coming out of the pandemic, whatever, then that's also going to have an impact, right? There's just that little bit of optimism, or on the reverse side, you know, like that kind of fear to do with that. So yeah, but yeah, man, looks like pound yen did continue moving up, so that's good, man. Awesome. Because I mean, yeah, we never closed back below this area, but we definitely wicked back down. But that's something I want to build on in the future. You know, it's gonna take time for me to like leave half positions just open with stop loss still in place. Do you know what I mean? That's gonna take time for me to want to do that. So I mean, like in that particular example, you know, maybe I could have added a position over here, you know, just from a perspective. But you know, yes, it never closed back below this area. We can see these wicks, so clear indication that we are rejecting this area to continue up, which is good. So yeah, I mean, in other circumstances, in future circumstances, I could leave the other half to run, and even if it goes back into drawdown, but that's going to require a lot more experience, and I'm openly to admit that I'm not there yet, and that's not something I'm even comfortable with doing. So that's the point. I'm not comfortable with that yet, so I'm not going to do it yet. You know, when I get comfortable with what I'm good doing it now, you can build towards that new comfortability.
Yeah, as well, we could have just pulled back a little bit further, and then you would have been stopped out before it headed back up.
Yeah,
It's coming more into like 480, 470.
yeah, it did break the low, didn't it, on the 30-minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if I kept stop loss where it was originally, you wouldn't have got stopped, right? But if you did bring it up below the 30 low, yes, you would have done. So yeah, that's true. I think it depends. I think, like, in this occasion, I think it was good because, like, there's always that possibility. I mean, we're at the 150s now. I mean, do you remember? It was only like a few weeks ago we was in the 141s, thinking, oh, we're gonna pull back. Do you know what I mean? We could reverse at any point because we're in the highs. We've got all the way up to 150. Do you know what I mean? There's we've just been running bullish and bullish. I mean, generally speaking, has anybody held buys for like a few weeks or anything like that? Like really swung it? Because look at the daily. I mean, I remember the days we used to call buys out from like 140, 139. I mean, we even were calling buys around, I mean, November time around 137 that we would eventually reach these 141 levels. I mean, since then we've left that way behind.
If you're like a daily trader or like a swing trader, you could have had a blast the last couple of weeks.
Man, that just ran beautifully. I think people are right. I think 150 is back and running here for the London session. But yeah, definitely once that 30 closed, that was a re-entry, because then the 15-minute also engulfed that minor support, and that was 100% a re-entry point. Stop.
Yeah, I went downstairs though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Stop would have been below these wicks, and then, you know, basically this is your next zone of target at that point. Obviously, I'm just saying I wouldn't have like jumped back in even if I saw that, because I know I wouldn't have done, because I'm not comfortable trying to take 2 attempts at the same thing. But that again, like, there's something you can build towards. You know. Okay, we've got a question here. Yo, what do you think about digital dollar and digital yen? How do you think it will affect the markets? I'm gonna be completely honest with you, right? There's something I always live by, right? I don't talk about things I don't know, right? If I don't know about it, I'm not gonna try and claim to be an expert. So honestly, I have no idea. Obviously I can kind of indicate how they may affect the market a little bit, but all in all, I don't know. It's not something I've looked into. It's not something I've researched about. You know, I just focus on what I know, and I'm open to learning about what I don't know, and that's something I don't know, right? So in terms of digital dollar, digital yen, I mean, the only thing I can think from an assumption perspective is that obviously, you know, that's going to have an effect on the markets in terms of supply and demand, isn't it, really? Because, you know, if we have digital yen, digital dollar, surely that's going to have some form of demand impact. So I mean, to be honest, like I say, I don't really know, but yeah, something that's interesting though. I mean, so what we saying? Digital dollar. Fed looking at a digital dollar. Is this something new then? Because to be honest with you, it's not something that I've even heard of. I mean, so I know about Bitcoin and stuff, but a digital dollar. A digital dollar is a digital representation. Oh, so it's like basically a digital note, right? The only thing I don't like about digital dollars is it never thinks of the poor people, you know, or Bitcoin or crypto. Like these all benefit the wealthy. You know, what about your homeless man who relies on people giving him loose change? You know, when your physical money goes, who's gonna look after those people? Who's gonna give them money? You know, he's not gonna do it anymore. So, I don't know. I naturally think of people who are less off. But for the industry, I mean, it would be depends. But yeah, honestly, this is not something I've even like looked into or anything. But it's really interesting though. It's definitely an interesting topic. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I'm still learning on the labeling part, but I focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, that's fine. I just think just number them. Just number them. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, you know, put it into steps. You know, number 1, candle close bullish. Number 2, enter buy with stop below. Number 3, exited position at 10 pips. Number 4, put stop to break even and let position run. Got stopped out. Bang. Little paragraph improvement. Could have done better. What could have gone? Whatever. You know, that type of thing. Trading is always a learning process. Agreed. Morning, Harrison. Could I ask you a question about risk management? Yes. Yes, you can. Of course. Ask away. Ask away. Look at GJ weekly time frame. I think if GJ break above 150, it's going to go to 154, and the Japan interest rate shit releases may catalyze as well. Yeah, maybe. Let's take a look at the weekly. Let's actually take a look at the weekly. Yeah, because we are. The only thing about the weekly is we got above basically. Okay, so looking at the weekly, we will see a pullback 100%, I think, with next week, because now we are entering into this resistance level here, right? See a lot of wicks, we see a lot of previous rejections. So if we do close above in this week, I think once we start to create some support over here on the daily, then the next target on the weekly at that point is going to be like 153, 152. Oh, that's incredible. Imagine getting up to 152, 153. Man, that's just... So basically from 141 to 151, that's like is that technically 1,000 pips? That is, isn't it? It's 1,000, I think. So let's go 141 500 to 150. Yeah, it's 1,000 pips. Imagine if you just left a cheeky one lot all the way from 141. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, looking on the weekly, I would agree. I think obviously fundamentally, we'll see. But I mean, I think we are due a little bit of a pullback though. We are due it. So I mean, I have to see, but I'm thinking maybe like we'll see some deep liquidity into this zone here, because this is a zone. I think we could see some deep liquidity into this zone, and then this just becomes a high that we're gonna retest later on, and then continue. But I mean, if we just continue pumping, then we just continue pumping. You know, I'm not gonna be a hero and say, oh, you know, this is what I think, this is what's gonna happen. It's like, well, we just see what happens at the time. We go with what price tells us. Okay, so here's your so well, yesterday I lost 1.2% with the 2 chances I gave to a trade. Okay, could have lost 2%, so I'm happy with the risk management, but that's not the point. All right, fine. I've been trading following my plan in a consistent way for months, and this last 2 weeks I recovered the minus 1.5% drawdown that I had, but yesterday lost almost that percent in just a couple of hours. Okay, fine. I'm presuming probably type in a bit more. Looks like we need to respect this area now. That happened to me a couple of times. I'm pretty sure I have a good risk management. So I wanted to know if that's a risk management issue or what, because it's a bit discouraging. Okay, so when you lost your 1.5% yesterday in 2 hours, do you have that trade? Do you have that chart? What did you risk? Did you risk normal? You know, what are you risking per trade? All that type of thing. If you wanna private message me, like I'm happy to go through with you, or if you wanna message me privately and send me your chart yesterday, and I'm happy to take a look in terms of, you know, the risk management, where you could have maybe reduced risk better. I don't know, but I think if as long as you're managing risk in some way, then you're doing it correctly. Because, you know, like I used to do. Okay, let's say I was in these buys, like over here, I would have been being very cautious with this situation, right? Because obviously we would have started running into a drawdown and may have started looking at closing like some partial positions. So it kind of just really is very individual, you know. It's very individual how you deal with your risk and what you're looking for to manage your risk. So I think as long as you're attempting to manage risk in some way, when there's something that happens that could potentially hinder your probabilities, then you're definitely doing it the right way. You know, you just want to make sure you're not over risking and not over trading, and then it will be fine. But man, how do we go from having 80 to 40 people? Stream hoppers. So yeah, like I say, I mean, don't be discouraged. You know, don't be discouraged. You know, that's the worst thing. Don't feel that way. You'll be fine. I'm sure it will work itself out. All right, I gotta go to uni. I'll send you the chart with explanation on Instagram later, bro. No worries. You have a good day, mate. Well, I'll take a look for you later, but don't feel down about it. It doesn't, you know, it's just one trade. We all have those days, so you're gonna make it back. Don't worry. Have a good day, mate.
Especially like if he was only in 1.5% drawdown or 1.5% drawdown in like 2 months. I mean, he's doing something right. You know,
100%.
he's at that point of like break even, like he's clutched to getting somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So all it takes is just, you know, looking at things that maybe have gone wrong, the little situations, and then seek to improve, and then that's how you get better. Exactly. If you did only 1.5% drawdown, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, if you were saying to me, I've got 10% drawdown, what do? I'd be concerned, but I'm not concerned with minus 1.5%. No way. That's nothing. So don't even worry about it. GJ has some problem in 149.900 level. Yeah, it does seem like it. There's a lot of rejections there. 15-minute also rejecting there.
I don't think this 4 hours going to close above like
150.
900 or 950.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what happens with the next 4 hour. I don't know, we're either going to start basically pumping up or start looking to, I don't know. I think structure wise we should just continue. If this 4 hour close above 149.600, then the next 4 hour candle will fill the Asian wick on the left. What do you think? Potentially. I think if you're talking for, let's say, MY, pre-MY, then again you're gonna want to you're gonna want to wait for like a support to form again. You know, you want to see the structure continuing. I mean, the way the 1 hour set up, yeah, we should continue. And we're only 8 minutes into this 1 hour candle, so yeah, I'd say the way the 1 hour candle has structured, we should continue moving up to fill this wick. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, based on the 1 hour, like, stops are massive, but the reward is there. Uh, 150, 100 daily wick fill perhaps. I think potentially yes, but we need to start breaking above 149.900 first, because we have a couple of rejections at this zone. But what a day on pound yen. What a day. Man, I just need these gyms to open up.
Come drive to me if you want.
What, serious? You got a gym? Oh yeah, you've got a gym, don't you?
Yeah, I got a gym here.
Mad. I'm just like, it's just so like, I've got obviously a few like single weights, but it's just not enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, and a maximum I can bench press with the like the weights I've got is 50 kg. So I haven't even been able to like compound. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah, I mean the only thing you could do is like do the reps slower when you're coming down on the eccentric. Yeah, so like if you go slower down, you'll obviously, it will feel like the tension will be like higher time under tension.
Right.
So you should find it harder, or you can pause it as well. Like you can pause at the bottom.
That is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do. I do generally go quite slow, but when I go up, I go quite like I push it up fairly quick.
Yeah,
'Cause obviously it's
you
quite
should do it
heavy.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Otherwise,
yeah,
you just. I mean, did I ever tell you the time I went to the gym? Right, it's probably the most embarrassing, but the craziest thing I've ever done. I mean, I don't know how I done it. I think I told you, but so I was at the gym, and so I think I was doing like my max, like so where you go like you have your what you can bench press, and then you go like a little bit up. So I think I was doing like I think it was like 60 kg, 65 kg, which for me is like was my best at the time,
yeah.
or just above what I could bench press. And I remember, so I was like, okay, I want to do at least 8 reps of this set. So I got to like 7, and I had no one spotting me. So I was thinking like, okay, this is like really tough now. So anyway, I get to my last set. Anyway, where your arms just give in, like no matter how
Shaking.
much, no matter how much you push, you put your absolute. I was literally going, really giving it, and yeah, it would just not go anywhere. Anyway, the thing fell on me. It was on my chest for about 10 seconds. I had to basically flip my body onto my side while the whole weight was on me, push it over my head and get it onto the floor. It was crazy,
Yeah,
and everyone in the gym, they didn't even do anything. No one tried to help me.
I know, man. I've had it before as well. But like one thing I learned from that is like if you're doing bench on your own in the gym, like don't put the clamps on the sides, because then if you do ever have that, you can just turn it to one side and all the weights will fall off. If you know what I mean.
Oh, that's a great point. I never even
Yeah.
thought of that. That's a great point. Yeah, because for me, like, I mean, I'm just lucky that it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm lucky that I wasn't. If I was like, if that was the beginning of my gym journey, I would have been screwed. Do you know what I mean? But a little bit of like, because I don't know. You know how you just kind of naturally deal with stuff.
Yeah.
Because you've been a bit more experienced with handling weights, shall we say? But yeah, man, that was just embarrassing. And then some bloke comes down the corner who's like one of the PTs there, and he was like, did the weight just fall on you? I'm like breathing out of breath. I'm like, yeah, it did. He was like, bloody hell, you done well to get that off. I was like, mate, I know, because that was tough. That was,
It feels like you're in like a life-threatening situation, innit? Because the weight's just bearing on you. Like
mate,
you don't want to injure yourself by like doing something stupid
yeah,
or wriggle
literally,
your way out of it.
yeah, literally. But I was just, so I mean, I just need the gyms back open, man. Get down to sauna. I miss the sauna. Got a swimming pool in there.
Yeah, it's annoying. Like my leisure centre, I used to go gym there, but yeah, I stopped. I was going swimming a bit, in the summer, a bit after summer, but they had no sauna open, only the pool.
Really?
It's annoying.
Yeah. No, they stopped the sauna at my gym even when it was open, but during the pandemic, so they were like giving it, no one's allowed in the sauna, but you can use the swimming pool. But only 2 was allowed in the swimming pool, so it was like you had to book the swimming. So I just didn't bother going, but I just miss like just being able to just do whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's no, you don't have to book to use the swimming pool. Like you could just go down. You know what I mean? It wouldn't matter if there was 10, 15 people in there. You know what I mean? But now it doesn't work like that.
It's like wiping the weights as well. That's when
Mm,
I just left my gym. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore.
yeah, it does get long, but I'd rather. At the time, I was like, you know what? I'd rather wipe the weights and wipe the bars and have it
Still
open.
train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
than have. But even though despite doing all that, that wasn't good enough for our government. That still meant that. Oh, I mean, it's gym. Gym. Gyms are safe. Gyms are safe. Very safe. And there's such a necessity. I don't even want to get into this, but for me it makes no sense why they've closed gyms. It's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. You want people to combat a virus, but they can't even, do you know what I mean, keep their body and immune system strong.
It's the one thing that should be open regardless.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because this isn't like a virus where, healthy people just drop down dead. As much as they want you to think that, that's just not the case, right? We know that. So why would you make healthy people unhealthy? Do you know what I mean? It just,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I need the gyms to be open, man. It's driving me mad a bit. Because it's just, and not just that, it's like it's hindered my like progression.
It's like, yeah, you go gym and then you stop again, and then it does. You know, you come back quite quick, but then still, you're then going back off the gym again for a few months. You lose little bits.
Yeah, I had 2 months back at the gym when they opened them up and then I got put into tier 4, which meant they had to close my gym again, and I just was like what the fuck, like that's just crazy. You know what I mean? I've literally just been back for 2 months, just got back into routine again, started training hard again, back on the protein shakes, doing well, and then they got to do that. You know what I mean? Because all I've got is 2 dumbbells and a bench press little set, but it's not even like, do you know what I mean? It's not amazing. I've only got a certain amount of weights, so I mean I've tried my best to just keep up with like maintaining rather than trying to gain.
Yeah, as long as you do that, when you go back to the gym, you should be fine. Like not regressing at all.
Yeah, like I think it just take the first week of like just doing good exercises, lowering down the weights, but just getting back to using all that different. Because obviously with the free weights, it uses muscles, but with the gym, I've got all the different machines that kind of angle and use different parts of the muscle, and that's why I love going to the gym, because it gives you
the variation.
Yeah, the variations, all the different machines, and yeah. Oh well.
I'm not sure if someone's asking how much did I invest to open the gym. I've just got a home gym in my garage. I've got it in August. I spent about $2,000 on it, but I've got like a power rack, barbell with like 180 kg of weights, and then I've got a cable machine attached to it, which was actually like one of the most expensive things, but that's really good for like lat pull downs and like curls and like tricep exercises. And then got a bench, obviously, and the dumbbells where you add the weights on. I haven't actually got any like proper dumbbells, like that's just too expensive, but yeah, it's done me well, to be fair.
Nice.
And it's good as well because I got it in between the time where like people going back to the gym. So as soon as it closed, like after I had it a month or so, gyms were getting closed back down again. So yeah, it was good.
Man, that is. But yeah, I think he thought you owned your own gym, which you probably could one day. You never know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you'd enjoy that. I'd definitely enjoy
that. I do love
that.
the gym.
I'd love working out in my own gym. And then you got all the people that come and use it, and it's like it's your gym, but
I know the people that own the gym, they're still allowed to go in there and train.
Yeah, it's too right. They should be able to. It's their property, really. In But yeah, I just was taking a look at gold. Gold is just ranging at this point. But we did call out short-term sales on gold. They actually ran really nice, the short-term sales on gold, down to 1805. Even EJ is pushing up, moving bullish. It must be due to yen weakness too, because yen pairs are moving up. Because it can't be euro, because yen's moving bearish. It seems like the volume is starting to thin a little bit. But yeah, Wild West. Is it me, or when GJ ranges always breaks in favor of the current trend it's in, no matter the time frame? Most of the time, yes. Most of the time, yes. I'd say there's that odd occasion it just does what it wants to do, but yes, I think you're right. Majority of the time it's going to do that. Um, thanks, bro. Oh, he wants to open up a gym. Nice. Should do it, man. 100%. If you got a dream, if you've got a dream, then follow your dream, as they say.
Yeah, especially if you make it into like a really good gym. There's a few in the UK that are really, really good.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's got to be good because like you go in there any day, you got the atmosphere there, everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, that's why I go gym. It's the atmosphere. You just hit the nail on the head. 'Cause it's like it gets you out. Do you know what I mean? As much as I'd love a proper home gym, I just think getting out, heading down the gym, you know, it's like part of a like it makes you feel good. You get to interact with other people. You know, like that's what I miss, that interaction. You know, because at my gym, I know like pretty much all the regulars. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that. I like talking to people. You know, that's what I probably miss the most is like that face-to-face interaction with people.
Yeah, it's good because you've got like-minded people in the gym. Like, you know, you're doing it for health and stuff like that.
Gains.
You can talk about good ideas.
Yeah. The only thing I think about gyms is obviously here in the UK, we've got these, you know, like these pump gyms, you know, pure gyms, these like big chain of gyms. Whereas I like the fact of knowing, okay, my gym is just a one-off gym. It's a local gym. You know what I mean? And obviously at the moment you've got these pump gyms, pure gyms. They're trying to build everywhere, charge really low monthly fees. Do you know what I mean? 24 hours. Like they're offering, you know what I mean? Like almost it is a better service at a cheaper price. But I don't like going there because I like to support my local gym and think, you know, obviously it's like it's its own company. Like what we need to steer away from is really like I don't wish ill against, you know, like the owners of pure gym, pump gym and things like that, but for me, just the way that I see it is like these are just these other big corporations that just again are gonna take over the small businesses. You know, it's like your superstore chain. You know, they take away that local supermarket. You know, they take that away from you. You know, it's like that type of thing. And a lot of gyms I heard of obviously have had to close down because they can't afford it. And then what you get is you get your pure gyms, your pump gyms now using that as an opportunity to go and buy that gym out. You know what I mean? And now their gym is there. So now they're taking over the industry basically.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I've only got like one of the like them kind of gyms. I've got like an Anytime Fitness, which was one that I was going to, Energize and like stuff like that. But they do charge decent fees, and the thing is as well, like with the one I was going to, it's like you can go to any gym around the world using your fob.
Yeah,
it's like a massive bonus.
Yeah, it is great. What they offer is great, but in principle, it's like they're destroying that local, like, you know, every area should just have that, you know, like that local gym, that local supermarket. You know what I mean? That kind of localness is being driven away. You know, it's like, you know, you have a McDonald's in every area, you have a KFC in every area. These are big corporations, you know, in your local area, and now the gym is the next one to start to go. You know what I mean? It's like pubs. Exactly the same thing as pubs. You know, you have your local pubs, but now you have your Witherspoons in every area. Which, again, I mean, it depends how you view it, you know. I mean, like, on the one hand, it's a good thing. Witherspoons do cheaper drinks. You know, a lot of people go to Witherspoons on a Friday night. It's good fun, whatever. But, you know, they are taking away that local family-run pub business. You know, that's going. And that's another thing. You know, pubs are closing down at the moment with this lockdown, and who's buying up these pubs? Witherspoons. You know, I was reading an article the other day. They've bought up hundreds, I think actually thousands of pubs across the country already during this pandemic. You know, and there's a bit like, and it's literally like money from normal people's pocket, again, just going to people who already have money. You know, these are all opportunities to exploit that for these people. Like, this pandemic hasn't affected them, but this has affected, you know, your family-run businesses, your local businesses. Well, I don't say the pandemic's affected it. I'd say the lockdowns have affected it. That's the difference. People, like, I'm always going to say that correctly, because people say, oh, you know, it's such a shame because of COVID businesses have had to shut. I'm like, no. No, it's not because of COVID. COVID didn't tell us to close our businesses. Boris did. Yeah, don't get it wrong. Because Florida's open, Sweden's open. COVID didn't tell them to close their businesses.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like these younger businesses, you know, the individual ones, and they have no way to compete apart from, you know, how they kind of go about their business. But people, they want convenience these days.
Yeah.
And they'll always favour that.
Yeah, people will always favour convenience and price and the service. You know, you think, right? Of course, people are going to rather a gym that they can go to anyone in the country. You know, they can pay a very cheap monthly fee. Like Pump Gym, the one around near me, is £20 a month, right? But my local gym is £40 a month. So if I really wanted to, I could be like, well, I'm saving myself half the money for the same thing. It's a gym, right? And actually, the Pump Gym is bigger, much bigger gym. It's got way more weights. But I like my local gym, as I've gone there for a while, and I wouldn't leave there. You know, the extra £20 a month is my way of giving back. You know, that's me thinking less of my own pocket and me thinking of somebody else's pocket, right? But a lot of people wouldn't view it like that. A lot of people would say, well, why would I pay £40 a month when there's a gym for £20 a month, and I can, you know, if I'm ever seeing a friend, I can go to one in the local area, or if I got to go up to there, I can go to one there. I can go to different ones. Do you know what I mean? You have that accessibility. You know, I don't have to go to a desk. I can just put a fingerprint. I go in. It's 24 hours. You know, there's all these things. But yeah, 100%. Like like, honestly, what it's gonna be like in 10 years, you'll see. 10 years time, 15 years time, it's just gonna be big corporations. You know, running pretty much everything. I mean, how can small businesses survive? You know, when we've got idiots running our country and running these people's livelihoods into the ground, how are they supposed to, do you know what I mean? Like, even nightclub owners, you know, that's the next thing. Like, they haven't even been allowed to open for a whole year. How are nightclubs supposed to survive? Oh, GJ's moving up. Are we going to do the Wickfill? 150, 100.
But yeah, the goal is capitalism. That's it.
Yeah, but you know, capitalism is great, but I mean,
to an extent.
Yeah, it's great, but at the moment, like right now, you know, or over the last few years, capitalism has almost, like I believe in capitalism, right? Capitalism is the freedom. It gives people opportunity, right? You know, the minute you put any restriction on anything, you're not free. So capitalism allows us to be free, allows you to have your own business, you know, all these great things. But the way in which I think the system works, you know, if you're a small business, you know, you get no favors, you know. But if you're a big corporation, you do. You know, you do. And literally, throughout this pandemic, it's only big corporations that have been allowed to stay open. It's just incredible. But yeah, look at the JPY index. I haven't actually looked at it. I don't know what it's called. But I can take a look, I suppose. I'll take a look in a minute. Are you guys football fans? Well, I mean, I am a football fan, but I don't really follow it anymore. I'll be completely honest, because I just, like, I've had enough of football, really. I just think there are just people in football are just idiots, and they make me lose brain cells. And I'd rather listen to intelligent people. You know, I'd rather watch something that's gonna add value to my life and is gonna educate me. You know, I used to love football. Don't get me wrong. I played it since I was a kid. You know, I grew up around football, but as I've got older, I've just realised it's just for idiots, really. You know, you just get, you know, people get paid millions to come on Sky and talk crap about what they think they know about football. I mean, they get millions to do that. I just, don't know.
It's like, as well, like, you let your day get ruined by your team losing, or you hate
Yeah.
an opposition fan just because of the team they support. It's just more.
Yeah.
It's just ways to like segregate each other.
That's true. That's true. Um, he said, "I'm an Arsenal fan and have lost my mind the past 5 years." Don't worry, mate. So I'm a Chelsea fan. That's why I'm a Chelsea fan. But um, I lost my mind a long time ago. I think the Wickfield could be incoming over here. Man, if we left that other 50%, it'd be beautiful right now.
We didn't get that pull back, and it just ran like it was supposed to.
Yeah, I know. It's just a shame it didn't, because I thought this was the pullback. You know, we just didn't. This was just another one that just wasn't needed. You wasn't needed. Literally, one 15-minute candle done that, and then, do you know what I mean? Whereas this shouldn't have been there, and then this candle should have been here, and then this one should have done the wick fill.
Especially how like that 15-minute, it broke the low there, and to come back up, it was like it finished doing its retest.
Yeah, and then we had this one wick all the way down, and then drive up to close bullish in the last few minutes, and it was like, okay, now with volume we should. I thought we were just gonna do that. I thought we'd just have a big fuck off candle that basically reached this area, but that didn't happen either. Yeah. I don't trade EU, so you're gonna have to send the charts. If you want me to look at any other pair that I don't look at, you're gonna have to send a chart. Oh, is that another Chelsea fan in the building? Who do you support, Kelsey? I forgot.
Yeah, see, I like Chelsea as well back in the day, and then started going to like MK Don's matches, local team.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but then like stopped doing that, and haven't really don't really support any team now. Like, I'm not bothered at all.
Nah, I mean, obviously I class myself a Chelsea fan, but do I watch the games? No. So I mean, a lot of people might say you're not a true Chelsea fan. You don't even watch football. So I'd say, all right, fair enough. I'm not then. It just doesn't bother me.
Then you're not a true fan till you actually go to all the games.
Yeah, like I mean, they can say what they want, but I went to plenty of games. Well, not plenty, but I went to a few games as a kid. You know what I mean? And it's been the team that I've supported since day one. Like, you know what I mean? I wasn't one of those kids that would be like Tottenham and then they go to Arsenal and then they'd be like, no, actually I'm a Man United fan. Or I'm not one of these guys. These ones used to get me. These type of people used to get me going. So I would never understand why someone, let's say, would be from London but support Liverpool, unless you're from Liverpool originally, right? I wouldn't understand that. Just, I don't know, but I just wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like you should always support like your local team. Now I know some people might say, well, your local team is Tottenham, so why would you support Chelsea? But it's still a London club, and plus all my pals from young have always been Spurs fans, so I didn't want to kind of be just part of the clique, you know. I wanted to be a little bit different, and plus I got taken to a Chelsea game when I was little, and then ever since then I basically just thought, I want to support these teams. That was a good game, and I just did ever since.
Back in the day, it was mostly like Chelsea, United were the two like big teams when I was younger. Anyway.
Yeah. 100%. Man United definitely were a big side. Especially when I was in primary school, it was Man United were the best. That was when they had Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs. They had obviously Ferguson as the manager. They had Vidic. Do you remember Vidic?
Yeah, he was a good defender. Yeah,
quality centre back. But yeah, I mean that was a solid Man United team. I mean they were the best in the league at the time, and then now look at United. Not the same team at all, eh?
Yeah, it's not really like them dominant teams anymore as much as it used to be. Like, it just seems like football's just changed a lot. Like you're saying, like politically and stuff like that, and money.
Yeah.
Just
that's the other thing that pisses me off. Yeah, they've just you know. I mean, as well, like they again, like, you know, the whole system, you know, football, the government, you know, they don't care about small clubs. You know, they just give a shit about the big clubs. You know, and that's the truth of it. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, football's Football's finished in my books. They've ruined football. They've destroyed it. I mean, wait till the fans go back. If they carry on doing all this political stuff, they are really going to piss a lot of people off. I mean, you know that Gary Neville, right? You know Gary Neville gets paid $5 million a year by Sky to just come on and talk crap.
It's like him and Carragher, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that for 100 grand. 100 grand a year. I'll come watch every game. I'll give you my opinion, even though no one gives a monkeys, and you can pay me. I don't. I'm gonna get started if I start thinking about it. So let's leave it there.
You got loads of stuff. Then you got like Soccer AM, Football Focus. Then you got like the Sky Sports like broadcasts, and then whatever's on Sunday. Like the whole weekend could be taken up just immersing yourself in the football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've given up with football, lad. Anyway, what's this? Football world is a mess right now. The passion has declined due to a lot of politics. The game used to be beautiful. Yep, that's true. And the money they get paid as well. I mean, come on, for the money they get paid, they should not be walking at all in a game, but they do. You know, it would be like if trading was really piss easy. You know, if trading was really, really easy, and like we all came on the stream every morning and literally just caught like 4 or 5 wins every day consistently, a couple losses here and there, but majority of the time like 4 or 5 wins every day, we'd get sick of you wouldn't treat trading in the same respect. You know what I mean? It would just be that, I don't know how to explain it, but like if you're getting paid so easily, you know, you're not. Like, think about it for them, right? If they go and have a crap game, they don't care. If they got their 200 grand check coming in at the end of the week, if we don't put in a good performance on this chart, if we don't make the right decisions, we can lose money. You know what I mean? They don't lose shit. They don't lose nothing. And they get paid no matter what. They could score 5 own goals and they're still getting their money at the end of the week. You know what I mean? You know, they could not even turn up to training. They're still getting paid. Like, if we don't do this, if we don't turn up, if we're not focused, we don't get paid. So it just spoiled. It's the truth. You know, so I live very local to, I know probably a few of you from the UK would know him, but Dele Alli, right? He lives actually really local to me, literally like 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. Not even that, 5 minutes away. Drive past his house all the time. And although we're supposed to be in lockdown, it's funny how the amount of cars I always see going into his house. I mean, he literally has people around all the time, and they just live a life of they live a luxurious life, you know. They got people who come around whenever they want, the car, they got the money. Like, lockdown's nothing for them, and they were whinging that they couldn't train, and it's like, really. And now they get to play football while everybody else is still stuck and not allowed to do stuff, you know. It's mind blowing. But there's one reason why the football's allowed, and it's just a distraction. And no one can tell me different, because I thought this virus was so serious. You know, we shouldn't be having footballers hugging each other right in our faces if this virus is so serious. It's just incredible. It blows my mind, the stupidity of people. They can't even see it. You know, you got celebrities going on dating shows all through the lockdown. Yeah, they might have had to quarantine, but alright, why can't I quarantine and go and do something myself that I want to do? You know, why can't I? Yeah, it's just they're just selling you down a river, keeping you distracted from what's really going on. But yeah, it looks like pound yen did the wick fill on the 30 minute, but is it going to reach that 150, 100 level? We're here to find out. H, are you looking for any trades again? Not really. No, I'm not looking for any trades. I mean, yeah, not really. I don't think there's. I mean, if you want to take buys again, you just gotta wait for support. Like, there's no two ways about it. You gotta wait for support. So yeah, no, for me, not really looking for anything right now. Just gonna chill out for the rest of the session. Just gonna upload my screenshot of the profit. So yeah, done around £150, yeah, about 140 with commish, not bad. So that was closing 50%. But yeah, like today is my first trade of the week. Missed the move on Monday, missed the move yesterday, and then we waited today and we got a nice move. But yeah, like in all honesty, like I mean, then we done well. I personally think we done really well today to even get that move, because I was really worried that, you know, in terms of I mean, if I did get in on the retest, which was something I was looking to do, actually just buying here, getting stops below this level, I mean, I would have been a little bit when this candle was coming down, but it did actually play out, and it actually would have given us a nice 20 pip range at that point. But it is what it doesn't matter. If I'd stuck to my, yeah, that was my original idea. So my original idea was, once this candle was coming back to this level, it could be a deeper liquidity grab to head up. So I could have taken buys here, wrapped my stops around the breakout candle. Obviously I would have, you know, been in this trade for a little bit, but eventually would have gone to, you know, like 20 pips profit, and then yeah, it would have been nice, but didn't quite happen like that. So but yeah, I think we done really well to even get a piece of this move, considering I was expecting, as the 7 AM moved up, and you know, I was expecting that we basically missed it. And with the move in Asia, and I was expecting a lack of volume in London, but I suppose it did actually do its thing. Hi, do you trade GBP CAD? No, not anymore. Not anymore. No, not anymore. Don't trade GCAD anymore. Very difficult pair. Sorry.
Yeah, I traded it solely for like probably like 5-6 months. I was really trying on that pair, but didn't really go anywhere. Not for the way I traded anyway, really.
Yeah, no. I mean, it does have big moves. Like, it does have good moves, but they're very difficult to catch. I do wonder though, just while it's on my mind, I do wonder if you was to trade it again, but using the different approach now with conservative stop losses and letting it run, would it have worked out? Because I remember obviously a lot of the time it wicked around, and that was a problem. But I mean, it did respect levels like we see on any other pair, so it could work out.
Yeah, definitely. Like, as for like reducing risk on like breaks of like 50-minute lows and stuff, nah, definitely not, because it's very wicky and it's in like a higher time frame range. But apart from that, you can definitely like zone to zone it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So gold trying to break down, or it did reach that next support level on gold. EJ still moving up. EN trying to move bearish. Probably needs to create some resistance, which it has done on the 15 minutes. Yeah, looks like EN could continue moving down since we have this little minor resistance over here. Right, we had this previous support zone. See, this kind of looks like what we had the other day, Kelsey. You know, when we were going through the data collection and how the wicks, when we're in a bearish momentum to the downside, that they get filled. So these wicks got filled, and then obviously this candle had the volume. So if we do create resistance, which we are now, this candle here should continue moving down to retest this low. I mean, maybe wait for the 30-minute, but either way, I mean, it should continue down. It's like a 12 pip range, 13 pip range. It's not bad.
Decent.
Yeah, I think if you stop, we're above this zone, I think it should be good. Yeah, we'll see how EN plays out. If there's heavy momentum, like a 15-minute could do it, but always the 30 minutes the better option. You know, 30 minutes always safer option. But you know, sometimes 15-minute does do the move. I mean, we've seen 15 minutes do that plenty of times. So we'll see how the 30 closes. Pound yen, just kind of retracing a little bit. It's funny though, GU hardly went anywhere. Obviously same sort of situation, retest of the high, but since then it's not really gone anywhere. It's just ranged. GU is definitely a difficult pair. Ugh.
Yeah, on GJ, I've got like the 4-hour zone, Drew. It's literally tapped right at the top of that zone, and now we're gonna probably close below it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Man, trading view need to sort out, you know, because they have that,
To the left.
yeah, with like the 30-minute not being able to go back very far.
It's pretty poor, really.
Yeah.
Especially if you're paying extra. You'd be able to see like as far back as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I would have thought they'd have been able to do that. I mean, I'm sure you used to. I'm sure you used to be able to do that.
Gonna see if you have it on the better versions or not, if it allows you to see more.
Yeah, take a look. Because that's pretty annoying for me. Like, it's important that I find, you know, 30-minute zones.
It's saying I can get the pro version for $108 after my trial runs out for a year.
Oh, really?
40% off.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know, the premium, the most expensive one, says 4 times more data on charts, 20k bars.
Do you think that
So
means it could...
Probably.
Maybe I'll send them an email and just say, does that mean I'd be able to see further or more candles on the chart?
It's $300 a year. It's probably worth it, maybe, but the MetaTrader still has the zones, but then it's not the same as the trading view all the time, is it?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it looks like GJ's retracing. Oh. Yeah, so we're gonna call it a day here soon anyway. I think we're gonna call it a day in about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes. So if anyone wants me to look at any charts, if anyone has any questions, anything they want to discuss, now's the time, because we'll be calling it a day here soon.
I can actually change my free trial now to the premium, so I can check now. Let me have a look.
That's a good idea. EN's moving bearish. Man, that'd be nice if we called out some nice EN sells too. This kind of should mirror coming down to the support.
The 30-minute only allows me to go back to 2nd of Jan 2019, so I can't even see far enough to the left.
What, with the pro version?
Yeah, let me just check it's on the pro.
Because I've got pro, so mine is...
No, the premium, that's it.
Premium, that's it, yeah, that's the highest one you can get in it.
Yep.
Yeah. It looks like EN should continue moving bearish.
Yeah, it's not that great. It's just the 15 minutes April 2020, and then the 1 hour is probably a bit further.
Oh, really?
So what's yours on like the 15 minute? Can you go back?
On the 15 minute, I'll just go pound yen so I know. I think it's around... $15-minute goes to basically August 2020.
So it does let you see more than, but not enough really for what we're at the moment.
No, so let me try 30 minutes, see where the 30-minute takes me. I think 30 minutes around Jan 20. Yeah, January 20.
The 1 hour is quite good. It goes all the way back to... Wow, it's going quite far. Jan 17.
What you get hour. With the premium?
Yeah.
Did you say Jan 17?
2017, yeah.
I think the 1 hour should be the same for me then. Yeah, I'm already in 29. Oh, my 1 hour goes to Jan 2019. So what did your 30-minute go to?
Oh, I forgot. I can check though.
Yeah, take a look. I just like thinking, is it really worth it if it's literally like only a...
Jan 19.
Oh, that's the same.
Same as yours?
No, mine's Jan 20, sorry. Jan 2020.
Oh, okay, you get an extra year then.
You get an extra year. I don't know if that's really worth it.
Nah, it's definitely not.
No, it's not really, is it?
Only thing is I can see the 1 hour zones on here from previous 2018, but then you can just see on the MetaTrader really. It's pretty much the same.
True. Hi Harrison, what do you think of getting funded? I mean, it only adds up on your income if you pass the challenge. I think it's a great invention. I think it's I think it's a good idea for maybe people who don't have like a lot of capital that they want to trade with. But for me, I don't agree. I don't. See, it's a difficult one because for some people it's a really good thing, and other people it's a way of, you know, luring them in. You know, I think for me I would never do one, and the reason why is because I want to be in control of whatever funds I've got. So if it's my own money, I know I'm in control of it. You know, if it's someone else's money, yes, okay, you know, there's always proof, whatever, that people get paid. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I'd always want to be in control of my own money. Plus, I have funds available, so it would just be kind of like greed to try and think that I could, try and do a copy trade and do this and do that. Whereas I'd rather just focus on getting better and increasing my lot sizes, focus on building my own account, just that one thing. But for someone, again, who maybe want as a second income, whatever, yeah, it could work really well. So for me, I don't think I would do it. But I don't know. Can never say never, but in the near future, it's not something I would be doing. Plus you got to pay to do it to even start making money. Whereas, I would have thought, if I was to create a business model like that, I would do a free challenge, but you've got to do it for a month, or you've got to prove you can make money over a fair amount of time, or you know what I mean. And then I would fund you and just split the profits. Because the only reason they charge you at the beginning is really it's a way of scrambling capital to even pay you out. You know what I mean? Like, that's just an extra way of gaining money. Whereas if you think about it, right, if you had someone that can make you money for you not doing anything, why should they pay? Don't you agree with that, Kelsey?
Was that, sorry? I was just marking up my chart. I heard something about funding things.
No, I was just saying, like, when you say, like, okay, so let's say you're a businessman. This is my opinion, right? Let's say I wanted to create a business model to allow profitable traders, right? I would allow profitable traders to use my capital. So why would I want them to pay me for them to make me money? For me, that doesn't make sense. For me, all I need to know is, can they make me money consistently? Can they prove that? And then we split the profits. It's almost like that initial fee, for me, just logically, is their way of really making the money. And obviously, yeah, they make money on profits and stuff. But like, if you were going to give someone the capital that they don't have and say, look, you've got the skill, I've got the capital, let's split the profit, that's different. They're getting you to pay for you to earn money. They're getting you to pay to make them money. Really? They're not doing anything. Yes, they've created the business model. Yes, they're lending the money. But if you didn't do that, if no one used them, their money is just money. Their money is just, like, the power of making more money with money is what's the value in that situation. That's the thing that makes that money valuable. You could have $1 million, but if you don't know what to do with it, then what's the point? You know what I mean? And if you're gonna just spunk it up the wall or spend it, that's different. But what I'm saying is someone who knows how to make money with money is a valuable person. So why do they need to pay to even have the opportunity to do so? So if I were to do my own business model of it, I would do it in a way that, you just need to prove that you can make money in trading and be consistent, and then we'll split the profit. Because I just believe that initial money that they take off of you to try and do it, one is to get money for those who are going to fail the challenge, and that's it's like an income stream for them. And two, it covers them with any money they got to pay people out for profits if they don't want to do it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're completely right, and it's just, I suppose though, if they weren't charging money, say even if they gave you, the demo account to trade for free, would you have a lot of, like traders who aren't serious trying to come on and do it? Like, I suppose the money at the start's kind of being like, okay, are you serious about this? Like, do you have the funds?
Yeah, that's true.
Then, I get completely what you're saying. I do agree with that.
Yeah. No, that's true what you're saying as well. Because obviously, like, you want to make sure that people also who are looking to trade, how can someone be any good if they haven't? How can someone go and start trading a 10k account if they don't even have money, let's say, from the start to even, like, how could they have done it? Do you know what I mean? How could they know they're consistent? Because they would have only basically done it on a demo account. That's the whole point though, isn't it? Because if people got to pay, and let's say they can't afford to pay it, then how have they even made money to know that they can make money? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think that's why, like Raja says, like if you're gonna do it, make the money in your live account first to then pay for it. Then you're not really spending your money on it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Then you can prove you can grow an account as well.
Yeah. Can you take a look at gold chart I sent a few minutes ago? I can, but we can't see it, so you're gonna have to resend that. I think sometimes it doesn't come up on the YouTube. I would use the profits of funded accounts, just put into my own trading account. Yeah, you can do that. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, but you get the initial fee refunded if you pass the challenge. So if you perform well, it should not be an issue. Okay, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say this for every single, probably the one that you're referring to. Yes, okay, that makes sense. But I know other ones. I don't think they do refund you. You know. But yeah, gold's a bit difficult right now. You know, it's already moved bearish. I think you're gonna probably want to wait for a MY session for a continuation on gold down to like maybe 1801 700. Okay, so yeah, we're about to call it a day in here in a sec. So if you want to send that chart, Marcos, then we'll take a look before the end of the stream. If not, I'm gonna call it here in a sec. But yeah, I think if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. You know, if you're profitable, if you've been consistent, then yeah, it could be a great second income.
No doubt they're banking on a lot of traders that know they're not quite there, but they think they'll get lucky in getting there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. To some extent, they rely on people failing to make money.
Yeah.
But yeah. The other funding company came out with the same model just yesterday. They also refund the fee. Thank you for your insight. Yeah, no worries. Awesome. I mean, if they're doing that, I think that's good. I think if they're refunding you if you pass, that is good. 100%. Because you shouldn't be needing to pay. Like I said, that's what didn't make sense in my head was, why have you got to pay to make them money? They're not doing anything. You know what I mean? They're not. So, but yeah, I mean, if they're refunding you, that's good. Right, Marcos, let's check out your chart, and then we're going to be calling it a day here today. But I'm just pleased that we managed to get our hands on a piece of the pie today. So this is gold 30 minute. Okay, so lower highs on the 30 minute. Yep, sells below 1803.315. Okay, yeah, I think 118. I think that top line is probably fine. Looking to fill this 30 minute, 15 minute wick fill. That's fine. I mean, what are you going to look for? You want a resistance, you want a break of support, you're going to enter in on an impulsive move. That's what you need to start thinking about. What is it you want to see print for you to take that sell? You know, you also want to be seeing maybe this area being respected. Maybe you want to wait for another bearish candle to form. Let's take a look at gold and then I will finish. I think if you're looking for further downside on gold, you need a further resistance formed. You know, like whenever gold makes this low, you know, you're going to start to see these retraces, but you don't want to be getting caught out in these wick ups, these liquidity wicks, you know. So I think it's, yeah, I think you're going to need some form of break below this area, maybe like a candle closing below this area, and then you can anticipate next one to continue down, but that would be with volume. You know, maybe it's going to be an impulse entry if you start to see like maybe like weak bullish candle closes here. But yeah, it just kind of depends. But yes, I think as long as gold maintains this bearish structure, yeah, it should continue down. But you're probably going to need that pre-MY/MY volume for it to do so. So there we go. So thanks very much everybody for coming on today. Really appreciate it. I think it was a really good day. Obviously we had GJ buys, secured 50% of the profits. I think that's a good idea because now it is obviously retracing now, but yeah, we secured 50% of the profits at the resistance, and then the other half did get stopped out break even. but that's just how it goes, you know. It is what it is. So yeah, still a great day, still a really fantastic day. Hopefully tomorrow will be good as well, so we're gonna bear that in mind, and then I think we're gonna have a really good end to the week here this week. But yeah, my first trade of the week on a Wednesday. I mean, that's unheard of for me, right? Usually I would have had like 3 trades by now. But yeah, first trade of the week, it's a win. Not as much as I would have liked, but it's still a win either way. That's the most important thing. So without further ado, thank you very much everybody for coming on, and we'll be back tomorrow 7 a.m. Also drop a like on the stream if you've enjoyed today's stream. Really appreciate that. Let's try and get to 50 likes. We've got 47, so 3 more likes. So if you haven't liked the stream, please drop a like on the stream. Really appreciate that. So thank you very much everybody, and we'll see you all tomorrow.